Infernape here. Now, I know I did this video a few years ago. At least I think I did anyway. But since Sword and Shield has come out and my preferences have changed a little bit, I thought I'd redo this video. I'm going to be ranking every single Pokemon game set from best to worst. Now, when I say game set, like say if I took Diamond, Pearl and Platinum, that would be all in one set. So I'm going to be ranking all of the Pokemon game sets from my favourite to my least favourite, or either way around. But I'm not going to be including remakes. So stuff like Heart Gold and Soul Silver, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, they are not going to be included. But stuff like Pokemon Emerald, Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Platinum, they will be included. I'll also be going over what I like about the game, I'll be going over the story, the animation, some of my favourite Pokemon to use in that certain game. So be sure to let me know down in the comment section below if you agreed with any of the things that I said. If you have your own like, ranking system, be sure to let me know down in the comment section below. And also be sure to share this channel with your friends, so that way we can hit 200 subscribers a little bit sooner, where I will be making the Meet to Duck Ball Eater. And I'm going to attempt to eat it all. So, that's going to be very challenging, but hey, well, why not give it a go? So, without further ado, let's get into the video! Okay, so we're going to be starting off with the worst, in my own opinion. Like I said, these are all my own opinion. You're free to have your own, so please don't kill me in the comments. So, my least favourite set of Pokemon games have to be Black and White and Black and White 2. I can already tell that some of you are tempted to hate bomb me in the comments, but hear me out first. I did like Black and White 2. I love Black and White 2, but Black and White, not so much. It's just that it was given loads of like brand new Pokemon that we've never used before, and we weren't allowed to use any of the old ones. Plus, the gym leaders were either 1, too easy, or 2, it became hard at first, but then became far too predictable. I can easily beat most of the hard gym leaders nowadays. Like, some people also say that some of the Unova gym leaders are quite difficult, but I'm a Pokemon gamer. I can defeat gym leaders without even batting an eyelash. Like, literally, this is pretty standard stuff. Like, literally, I can beat the hardest gym leader in that game with ease. Plus, some of the Pokemon most of the Pokemon in the region, to be blunt, they're shit. Like, the majority of the Pokemon in the Unova region are shit. Like, I do not like the majority of the Pokemon. I only like a very small handful of the Unova Pokemon, such as Chandelure, Emboar, Samurott, Haxorus, Hydreigon. That's only some of the ones at the top of my head. Literally, there are so many like bad Pokemon in the Unova region. Like, the two that really stuck out to me was easily Zoroark and Volcarona. Those are two of my absolute favourite Unova Pokemon. But the rest, not the best. Plus, literally the only good thing about Black and White is the story. Like, the story was really, really good, don't get me wrong. But the rest has definitely got a lot of room to improve. Don't get me wrong, the animation was great for its time. I liked that the sprites in the Pokemon game actually move. I wanted to see that for quite a while when it first came out. But it just didn't have a big effect on me. Like, it just wasn't as exciting for me. Like, literally, it just wasn't the best. Like, plus, when I first played through Black and White, I struggled for days to get past N, and I struggled even longer to get past Ghetsis. But now, I can beat them quite easily. It's just not the best Pokemon game that Nintendo has ever made. Like, literally, I can think of so many other Pokemon games that are far superior. The next set of Pokemon games that I'm going to be talking about is one that are actually one of the older ones. And that is Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Now, when I think of Ruby and Sapphire, two things pop into my mind. Awesome legendary Pokemon and a hard-ass game when you play Emerald. Now, Ruby and Sapphire do have some challenging parts, but definitely not as hard as Emerald. Like, the entire game is really, really good. Like, animation quality was pretty decent for its time. I also like the majority of the Pokemon that was introduced, such as Blaziken, Sceptile, Flygon, Salamence, Swellow, Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza, and so many more. Like, there are so many good points in Ruby and Sapphire, plus some of the gym leaders actually made me sweat a little bit. And I also definitely think they had a dope-ass champion in Ruby and Sapphire. I loved fighting Steven. However, I hated every minute of playing Emerald because apart from Roxanne, every gym leader gave me a bit of trouble. I was very close to swearing, but I need to try and keep it as PG as I can so that way Sam doesn't have to censor literally every word I say. But literally, when I started playing Pokemon Emerald, I decided to pick Trico because I heard that he's really good for Pokemon Emerald. When I took on Roxanne, beat her without even trying. Every other gym leader that I came across didn't go as well. Literally, it took me several days, no, scratch that, several weeks just to get past quite a few of the gym leaders. Like, literally, I remember it took me days to get past Brawly. It took me just as long to take down Watson and Flannery. It took me literally about 2 weeks to get past Norman and Winona. It took me a few hours to get past Tate and Liza. But when I faced Juan, it took me nearly a month to get past him. And then when I went to the champion, it took me another month to get past him. So as you can see, Ruby and Sapphire really ticked me off. Definitely preferred Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Graphics were better, story was better, and I definitely loved Mega Evolutions. That was dope level. By the way, I'm sorry for the change in lighting, it's just the sun keeps coming out and going away, and London's weather is very unpredictable, so I'm sure all you Brits know what I'm on about. Anyway, back to the video. Now, it has to be said, Sun and Moon definitely wasn't the best, but Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon definitely was a lot better. I definitely loved the graphics. Wasn't a big fan how they took away the gym leaders, but I kind of grew out of it over time. I do really like all the Z moves, even though they are kind of broken. Let's be fair, Z moves are 100% broken. The story was pretty good, but I didn't like the fact that, one, most of the Pokemon were pretty bad, 2, most of the Pokemon were pretty slow, and 3, it was too easy. The next Pokemon on games I'm going to talk about are Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon. Now, I love some of the Pokemon on from Sun and Moon, such as Incineroar, Naganadel, Vikavolt, and so many more. But it just had a lot of room to improve. That's why they brought out Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, so that way they could fix those mistakes. And those mistakes were definitely fixed when it was released. I gotta say, before the end, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon was similarly leveled of hardness compared to Sun and Moon. I mean, some parts were harder than others, and some parts were easier than others, but gotta say, some of the totem Pokemon were definitely a lot harder. Like, literally, they swapped out quite a few totem Pokemon and even added a couple of new ones. And I gotta say, that was pretty challenging, not gonna lie. But let's talk about Ultra Necrozma for a bit. Oh, Jesus Christ. Literally, that took me like 10 to 15 tries just to get past it. I remember I was so annoyed when I had to deal with it. Literally, I thought, this is gonna be a breeze. It's just gonna be like
every other Pokemon game where everything is gonna be easy.
oh boy, was I wrong when I faced Ultra Necrozma. Literally, it has an ability where it powers up moves if it's super effective. And it has a super effective move for every single one of its weaknesses. So, you're going to be spamming moves, spamming healing items, and spamming revives just to do a little bit of damage on that thing. Plus, it doesn't exactly help that the majority of the Pokemon in that game are extremely slow. And Ultra Necrozma gets an Omni boost when you face it. So, you are pretty when you face it. Now I'm going to try and talk a little bit more happily since we're getting into the higher part of the list. But I'm going to roast some parts of the Pokemon game, so... So, the next Pokemon games I'm going to talk about are Gold, Silver, and Crystal. I've got to say, Gold, Silver, and Crystal were really, really good games. And they actually added it to the 3DS, I was really, really happy because I really wanted to give these games a try. And they were really, really good games. Like, I actually like quite a few Pokemon from Gold, Silver, and Crystal, such as Typhlosion, Raikou, Crobat, Entei, and quite a few others. I can't think of too many more on the top of my head. I'm sure I'll think of more and I properly think about it. But still, these games are really, really good. Like, some of the gym leaders are a little challenging, and there are quite a lot of close battles, but these games definitely are the good kinds of hard, if you know what I mean. That's what she said. These sets of Pokemon games are really, really good. Like, the gym leaders are pretty decent if you know what you're doing. Like, literally, they can give you a little bit of trouble, like, depending on which gym leader you face. Like, some of the gym leaders are pretty easy, though. Oh, like, Faulkner and Bugsy, not too much trouble, or like for Gold and Silver because you can use Mareep. Crystal could give you a little bit of trouble, but if you just spam a move from either Quilava or Totodile, you're pretty safe. And Bugsy is a bug type user, so they're going to go down pretty easily. But still, Morty and Whitney, they can give you a little bit of trouble. Like, I remember Whitney, actually, it took me like 2 or 3 tries to take her down in Gold and Silver. Morty took about 2 tries, I think, but everyone else went down pretty easily. Like, even like people say that Claire is a really powerful gym leader, but all I did was bring out her Lapras, Dragonair, Ice Beam, dead. Another Dragonair, Ice Beam, dead. Another Dragonair, Ice Beam, dead. Kingdra, Perisong, switch out, dead. Plus, the Elite Four were alright, like some of them were hard, some of them were easy. When I faced the champion, all I did was spam Ampharos on his Gyarados and then use Lapras for everyone else. But Red actually made me try. Here's the thing. I actually faced Red in Gold and Silver and Crystal. Can't remember which version I faced him when this happened. But what happened was, he had 3 Pokemon left, and I only had 1, which was my Typhlosion at level 60. So a level 60 Typhlosion was facing off against level 80 Pokemon. And he managed to take down 3 Pokemon in a row without even needing a healing item. Like, literally, I remember I used like 1 healing item, I think, when I was facing one of his Pokemon. And then literally, it did hit me, and it went down to low green, coming close to yellow HP. It hit me again, it went down to red HP. I hit 1 move, and it was dead. It was such a great battle. And it has a really good story, and it's the only Pokemon game where we go to another region. I wanted that for so many other games, but they're the only ones that did it. Please, Game Freak / Nintendo, if you see this, please make more Pokemon games where we can go to other regions, please! Alright, now we're coming into the top 4. So in 4th place, we've got Red, Blue, and Yellow. Now, I have only played Yellow, so most of the things I'm going to be talking about will be based off of Yellow. So, I am sorry that I do not know as much as Red and Blue, but I'm sure it's more or less the same. Now, these were the OG Pokemon games. Like, literally, they were quite good. Like, literally, they were really gave me a bit of a challenge. Like, I definitely like quite a lot of Pokemon from Generation 1, such as Charizard, Venusaur, Nidoking. I liked Mewtwo, I like Mew. There are so many other Pokemon that I can't really think of. Ooh, Gengar and Alakazam. There are a couple more. And I gotta say, the story was really, really good. I mean, basic, but still really, really good. Legit, I remember when I first played Pokemon Yellow, I was so happy. Thing is though, I didn't have any trouble with any of the main people. Like literally, the gym leaders, the rivals, the Elite Four, the villains, didn't give me any problems. It wasn't until I faced the champion. That was the only time I ever struggled in Pokemon Yellow. All because of one Pokemon and one Pokemon alone. And that was Blue's Alakazam. Oh boy. Literally, I spent a month on that game just to take down Alakazam. Literally, I even took down 5 of his Pokemon one time. Then he brought out his Alakazam and wiped me out. I shit you not. It really pissed me off when I couldn't kill his Alakazam. Then I finally killed it because of a fluke. Literally, the biggest fluke ever. But I still managed to defeat him. Literally, if you want to kill an Alakazam at this point, just either get a Dragonite or a Snorlax and Hyper Beam it to death. Alright, now we're getting into the top 3, and in 3rd place we have Sword and Shield. Now I may be biased because the region was based off of my homeland, but it's my list and I don't give a I love playing Sword and Shield. Literally, I can easily name some of my favourite Pokemon off of it. Cinderace, Toxtricity, Dreadnought, Urshifu, Corviknight. There are so many Pokemon that I love from Sword and Shield. Like, I could easily play that game every single day and not get bored. And thanks to the expansion pass, I will literally play that game every single day. And I'm also looking forward to part 2 of the expansion pass. Oh, I'm definitely looking forward to watching that. In case you don't actually know, I'm currently recording this video on the Tuesday, and literally it's 2 hours away from the Pokemon announcement, so I'm definitely going to be watching that once I've wrapped up this video. I've always wanted to see what they would do if they actually made a region off of the UK, and they executed it really, really well. The story was amazing, the animation pretty good. Like, literally, it was probably the best animation I've ever seen in a Pokemon game so far. I've got to say, like, the story, animation, the rivals, like, admit some of the parts were quite easy. But Raihan was definitely one of the toughest battles I have ever faced in my life. Like, I have never actually beaten him without at least 1 or 2 of my Pokemon hitting the dust. By the way, if you actually want to actually beat him quite easily, I think I may have come up with a strategy, but I don't know if it works yet. Literally get a Gyarados and a Flygon, put both Dragon Dance and Earthquake on the pair of them, then give Gyarados Waterfall and Ice Fang, and then give Flygon Dragon Claw and Fire Punch. Or Flamethrower if you don't have Fire Punch yet. And literally, it will beat pretty much every single Pokemon Raihan owns. And number 2, we have X and Y. I really feel like X and Y is... Oh, I'm turning into a ghost. As I was saying, I definitely feel like that X and Y are really underrated games. Like, yes, it was easy. Yes, the experience share wasn't the best, but you could easily just turn it off. So, if you want to make it harder for yourself, just turn the experience share off. That's all you need to do. Plus, I definitely feel like that these games, yes, are underrated. Like, I definitely feel like these games are really, really good. Like, I loved quite a lot of Pokemon from the Kalos region. Like, Greninja, Aegislash, there are quite a few others I can't... Oh, Talonflame, that's another good one. I love quite a lot of Kalos Pokemon, and I definitely love these games. The story, it was really, really good. I love the fact that Mega Evolutions became a thing, and I just loved the anime of it as well. Like, literally, X and Y anime was probably the second best anime that there was in the Pokemon world. Definitely one of the most underrated Pokemon games ever. Like, literally, I don't get why people shit on it. I mean, yes, it was easy, but like I said, if you want to make it harder, just turn the experience share off. That's all you need to do. Literally, it is such a good game. Like, some of the gym leaders, or all of the gym leaders, were quite easy. It has to be said. Like, when I first played it, I have to say, the second and the third gym leader did give me a bit of a struggle. But then I breezed through the others. But now, I can breeze through all of them. But it's still enjoyable. Like, I love playing X and Y. And I love Mega Evolutions. Why do people crap on it? I don't see what the problem is. And shock bloody horror. At number 1, we have Diamond, Pearl and Platinum. Who didn't see that coming? Literally, this is probably the best set of Pokemon games Nintendo has ever made. Like, some of the best Pokemon in Pokemon history are from Pokemon Diamond, Pearl and Platinum. Let me name a few. Infernape, Staraptor, Drapion, Dialga, Palkia, Giratina. Oh, let me think of more. Roserade, that's another good one. Torterra. There are so many good Pokemon on Diamond, Pearl and Platinum. It is so good. Animation was good for its time. I loved how they split up the physical and special split and literally made everyone have a like physical and a special split. I love the story. You get to learn about the time and space, like how the Pokemon universe was made. It's so interesting. Like, I love playing these games. Just in case you're wondering, if you're trying to choose between either Diamond, Pearl and Platinum, I would go with Platinum. That is my favourite game of all time. I've replayed it so many times, I can't even count them all. I love those games. It's literally the best Pokemon game Nintendo has ever made. It is quite difficult, but it's also really enjoyable at the same time. It's sort of the enjoyable, challenging game. It is so great. I definitely think everyone on this channel needs to give Pokemon Platinum a try. It is so awesome. And that is why it's at number 1. And there we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did making it. And be sure to let me know down in the comment section below what your favourite set of Pokemon games are, what your least favourite set of Pokemon games are, and if you would actually agreed with anything I said on the list, or if you rearranged the list, be sure to let me know down in the comment section below, because I will definitely have a read through of them and see what your favourite sets of Pokemon games are. I'm actually thinking about making another list, basically where I rank the remake games from worst to best. If you think I should, let me know down in the comments section below, because I am definitely considering it. And don't forget to share this channel with your friends, so that way I can hit 200 subscribers a little bit sooner. And if you have your own video suggestions in the future, please let me know down in the comment section below, because I really would like to hear what you guys like to see on my channel. It helps me figure out what sort of things you like to see from me. Do you like seeing in my top 5s or top 10s? Do you like seeing my music covers? Do you like seeing my challenge videos, my impressions? Let me know down in the comment section below, because it really helps me out a lot. If you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did, be sure to give it a massive thumbs up, comment down below, share this video with a friend, and if you're new, subscribe to my channel. It's been Inferno today. Okay, that's all from me, so until the next time, this is Infernape, signing off. Bye!